Hello and welcome back to Open, everyone. Make sure you keep up with all things happening here on Open by liking us on Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. That's right. All right, set in the late 1970s, The Expediter is about a teenage boy who finds himself in some trouble and in need of guidance. And when he is sent to work at his father's company, he discovers a mentor in an unlikely candidate. Yeah. So let's take a look at the trailer for The Expediter.
I hereby sentence you.
I'm sorry.
First thing he wants is his coffee. He likes it with this much milk. Then he wants to know what's on back order. If he talks to you, do not interrupt.
Dress like a man tomorrow, not some kind of hippie. Got it, Michelle?
Pay for my clothes. Get in the car.
It's not a problem for me, not a problem for her. Get over it. Saddle up, Michelle. Double time. We're plugging out of here.
Joining us now to tell us more about the film is the marketing manager, AJ Gonzalez, the writer, director, producer, Michael Domino, and the co-writer, co-producer, and actor, Robin Maladinici. Yes?
Close enough.
Oh,
You get an A for effort.
I get an A for effort. Thank
Bob
you.
Maladnich.
Ladnich?
Maladnich.
Maladnich, yes.
Just like it looks.
Well, we're happy to have you guys here.
Thank
happy
you
to be
for
here.
having
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thanks for
being
having
here.
us.
So AJ, I'm going to start with you because you're BronxNet alum. Welcome back.
I know it's been 6 years. It feels so great to be back here.
Well, thank you for being here. All right.
absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about this film. Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
I wrote the original short story
Right.
for the Expediter, and Bob is a published author of true crime books, and I sent him the story about 10 years ago, and he complimented me and he said, "I think you wrote an original story. Maybe we should consider making a film out of this," and that was 10 years ago.
So the story itself, is it based on anybody's life?
Yes, it's based on my life when I
Right.
was 18 years old.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
I only saw the trailer, but it seemed quite interesting. So like, how much of it is true?
90% of it is true. Some of the characters are amalgamations of a few people, but it really did happen. I had gotten into some trouble in my life, and my father applied tough love and dropped me into the wings of this gentleman, Jake Cutter, who worked for my father, who was a World War II Marine Corps vet, was in combat and everything, and I had to take the good and the bad from Mr. Cutter and decide what to take with me into adulthood and what to leave behind.
Okay, and so AJ, what's your role in this entire project?
So it was interesting because Michael had contacted me about originally producing the first movie poster, and so that's how my role came in at first. It was doing the movie poster, and then it wound up morphing into doing the trailer, and then being the videographer and photographer for all the events that we've done. We've had 4 premieres already, and just kind of being a social media guru and helping with marketing, and now we're actually getting on iTunes and Google Play and getting to film festivals. So it's just really amazing to have my little role turn into such a great taking on a lot more responsibility and be able to help this film succeed in a way that we never imagined.
So how long did the entire project take?
From start to finish, it took a full year. But we, over the course of the 10 years where I wrote the original short story, I had 4 scripts which we chose not to use. So it was quite a lengthy process of evolution, and I think that lent itself to the final product being rich in our opinion.
Okay, so Robert, that's all I'm going to say. Let's elaborate further. Association, I know how to cover. Robert, that's that. Yes.
Well, there was really a lot going on besides Michael just learning some valuable lessons from an unlikely mentor. The movie also kind of chronicles the decline of American manufacturing in New York City, and we tried to add some very rich historical and sociological significance. In fact, at the end of the film, we offer some commentary about the decline of manufacturing. Mike went to work at a manufacturing plant, of which there were thousands back in the 1970s. There's very few of them left. On the way up here, Mike and I passed the old Stella d'Oro factory in the Bronx, where they make the pastries and the cookies, and that's no longer here. So there's a lot more going on than the personal aspect of this movie. It's personal on many levels.
And there's a political consciousness involved regarding the uprising of New York City and how our humans are being taken over by machines.
That's exactly true.
You know, they say the American dream is made in China. Now, at least.
Yeah, well, again. So where is this film being screened?
So we actually got into quite a few film festivals. We're actually going to.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
It's really excited about that.
Very
we got
happy
into
about that.
Buffalo, Niagara Falls. So we'll be there from the 22nd to the 23rd of September. We also got into the Asheville Film Festival, which is going to be on the 16th, if I'm mistaken, of September. And we just did our screening at New Filmmakers Film Festival, which was at the Archive Film Anthology in Anthology Film Archive, sorry, in Lower East Side. And we also did a screening online, which they had like online film festival, which is the Long Island Film Festival. Right. So it was
Cinema LA.
Yeah.
We've been invited there, and also we'll be screening it at the East Hampton Library in October.
Very
We're
nice.
very honored about that one.
It's kind of taken on a life of its own, which has been very fulfilling and enriching for us. And a lot of that is to the efforts of AJ Gonzalez here. So
Yay, make us proud, AJ. Thank you for bringing
trying.
them
a
here.
BronxNet
Yes.
veteran.
Yes,
yes,
I love that.
Live the dream, I'd say. You know, just
Live the dream, absolutely. Congratulations. Before we go, what do you hope people leave with after watching the film?
Well, we hope the message, I feel, is that when we come in the relationship, the coming of age aspect of the story is between an 18-year-old, young man and a 55-year-old older man. And I chose, through many ways, by remaining friends after I left that company over the course of years, and to hold that person in my life to the point where I chose to write a story about him and then make a film about him. So truly, he's still alive within me. And this is a very important element. So he's still with me, Mr. Cutter.
Oh, lovely. So we can add sentiment to the actual project as well. Thank you so much for being here with us.
thank you for having us, Rhina.
And
Thank
you
you.
guys, once again, for more on the Expediter and to take a look at the full trailer, you can visit theexpediterfilm.com. Okay, we have to take a quick break, but coming up, we'll learn about a partnership that's bringing a child's imagination to life. Don't go anywhere.